You've probably heard the saying, if she wants it, you'll know. But that's not always true, because some women speak in code, not because they're playing games, but because directness can feel too risky. What if you're not into her? What if she gets judged? So instead, she lets her interest slip through certain phrases, the quiet little invitations that most men overlook. But not you. Because in this video, I'm breaking down 9 things a woman will say when she wants to take things further. No cliches, no recycled pickup lines, just straight up insight that cuts through the noise and gives you the edge. These aren't guesses. These are tested patterns rooted in psychology, communication dynamics, and real-world experience. And once you know what to listen for, you'll never miss the signs again. Let's get into it. Number 1. If she says, "You're different from other guys." Most men hear this and take it as just a compliment, but in reality, it's one of the clearest verbal cues that she's attracted on a deeper level. Here's why it matters. Women are constantly navigating a world full of men who want something from them. So when she says you're different, she's not just being nice, she's separating you from the noise. It means you've crossed into a space most men never reach, where she feels seen, not hunted. And when that feeling hits, the barriers start dropping. Emotional openness leads to physical interest. She starts imagining what it would be like with you, not just emotionally, but physically. But here's the key. She's watching how you respond. If you fumble or brag, the energy breaks. If you hold frame, confident, grounded, maybe even teasing her a bit, that interest doesn't fade, it intensifies. So next time you hear, "You're not like the others," don't brush it off. That's not just validation. That's the door creaking open. Number 2. If she says, "I feel like I can talk to you about anything." At first glance, this sounds innocent, even platonic. But don't be fooled. This phrase isn't about small talk. It's about emotional exposure. And when a woman starts opening up this way, she's doing something very intentional, testing intimacy. Why? Because emotional safety is the gateway to physical connection. When she says this, she's not just acknowledging comfort, she's signaling permission. She's letting you into a space where her guard is down, her defenses are low, and the mask comes off. Now here's where most guys get it wrong. They either overshare back too soon, or they completely miss the cue. The right move? Stay calm, stay grounded, let her open up, but keep your presence strong. If she's peeling back her emotional layers, and you maintain your masculine frame, what follows is usually more than conversation. So remember, when she says, "I can talk to you about anything," what she really means is, "I trust you with who I really am." And for a woman, trust is foreplay. Number 3, if she says, "I never do this, but..." Pay close attention when a woman starts a sentence with that phrase, "I never do this, but..." You're making it hard to think straight. "I'm staying out later than I planned." "I just wanted to see you tonight." This isn't random. This is calculated vulnerability. It's her way of breaking her own rules just for you, while still preserving deniability. It's subtle but incredibly powerful, because when a woman feels drawn towards something that feels impulsive or even risky, that desire has already been building for a while. She's telling you that she's stepping out of her comfort zone and she wants you to notice. Not so you can question it or pressure her, but so you can match that energy with calm confidence, no judgment, no surprise, just presence. Because the moment she says, "I don't usually do this," she's not looking for a reaction. She's looking for a reason to keep going. Number 4, if she says, "You're such a bad influence." When she says this, she's not complaining. She's flirting with tension, temptation, and the thrill of surrendering control. This isn't about you actually being a problem. It's about you disrupting her self-control in a way she secretly enjoys. You've triggered that push-pull dynamic where she feels drawn to you despite herself, and that creates emotional arousal, which easily shifts into physical desire. And the more she repeats it, "You're such a bad influence. You're trouble. You're going to get me in trouble," the clearer the signal becomes. She's not resisting, she's inviting. Now here's the move. Don't soften up or apologize. That kills the polarity. Instead, lean in lightly, tease, smirk, or double down with charm. Let her feel the gravity between you without rushing it. Because the moment a woman calls you a bad influence with a smile, she's not trying to stop herself. She's hoping you won't stop either. Number 5. If she says, "What would you do if I were there right now?" It sounds hypothetical, right? Like she's just messing around. But that question is a spark. It's imaginative, suggestive, and very deliberate. She's not asking because she wants a literal plan. She's asking because she wants to feel something. Anticipation, tension, playful suspense. That question is an emotional elevator. It lifts the energy from safe to charged in one move. It's her way of giving you permission to flirt on a deeper level without making the first move outright. And if your response makes her feel teased, intrigued, or slightly turned on, she'll escalate. She'll either add more detail, keep the scenario going, or give you a sly "you're bad," which by now you know is a green light in disguise. So when she asks, "What would you do if I were there?" she's not asking for directions. She's asking for tension. Build it, don't waste it. Number 6. If she says, "I can't believe I'm telling you this," that line isn't casual. It's a reveal, and it almost always comes right before she shares something personal, emotional, or even a little risky. Now here's the psychology behind it. A woman's desire to connect isn't just about what she feels. It's about what she dares to reveal. When she says, "I can't believe I'm telling you this," what she's really doing is testing your emotional depth, your ability to handle the real her, not just the filtered version. This is attraction playing out in real time. It's not just what she's saying, it's how much she's trusting you with. Because that kind of trust, when it's met with maturity and groundedness, almost always evolves into something physical. Why? Because she doesn't want a reaction. She wants containment. And when she finds a man who can hold space for her truth without flinching, that's when emotional intimacy becomes sexual tension. So the next time she says, "I shouldn't be saying this, but," understand, she already decided to say it. She just wants to know you can handle what comes next. Number 7. If she says, "Are you seeing anyone?" Most guys hear that and think she's just making conversation. She's not. That question is rarely just curiosity. It's positioning. She's trying to understand the landscape before she makes a move. Why does it matter? Because women don't like risking rejection or looking obvious. So instead of saying, "I want to be with you," she asks, "Is someone else already ahead of me?" It's subtle vetting, and it's often loaded with hope. Now she might frame it casually, just wondering, or, "You seem like someone who would be taken." That's bait. She wants you to read between the lines, not just answer yes or no. The smartest response? Be honest, but mysterious. Let her feel like there's space, but also competition. That blend of possibility and uncertainty is magnetic. So if she asks, "Are you seeing anyone?" out of nowhere, she's not just curious. She's calculating whether she still has room to escalate. Number 8. If she says, "I probably shouldn't be telling you this," When a woman says this, she's not seeking advice. She's offering intimacy disguised as hesitation. It might come before she shares a wild story, a hidden fantasy, or a guilty confession. But make no mistake, it's not random, it's strategic. She's giving you a glimpse into her unfiltered self, the side that's unpolished, bold, maybe even a little reckless, and she wants to see how you handle it. Will you shame her? Will you freeze up? Or will you accept it with confidence, like a man who's seen more than just her smile? This phrase is the final barrier before full vulnerability. If you pass the test by staying cool, teasing lightly, or just holding eye contact in person, that wall doesn't just drop, it dissolves. And in that moment, she's not just thinking about talking anymore, she's wondering what it would feel like to act on the tension that's been building between you since the beginning. So when she says, "I probably shouldn't be telling you this," know this. She already decided you're the one she wants to tell it to. Number 9. If she says, "I wish you were here right now," this one might sound sweet, but make no mistake, it's loaded. It's not just about company. It's not about boredom. It's a subtle, emotionally charged invitation disguised as a sigh. When she says, "I wish you were here," she's handing you a vision of being close, being present, and likely being intimate. Women don't extend that kind of statement to men they're indifferent about. It's not a scheduling thought, it's a feeling, one that implies comfort, desire, and longing all at once. And here's the trick, she's waiting to see what you do with it. If you fumble or keep it friendly, the window starts to close. But if you lean into it calmly, confidently, without being too obvious, the atmosphere changes. It goes from casual to electric. So when she says, "I wish you were here right now," she's not just thinking out loud. She's inviting you into the moment she's already imagining. Now that you know what to listen for, what are you going to do with it? Because most guys will still miss the signs. Not because women aren't speaking, but because they're not tuned in. You're different now. You've got the insight. So the next time she drops one of these lines, you won't freeze. You'll move with confidence, calm, grounded, and in control. If this opened your eyes, drop a fire in the comments. If you've heard any of these lines before, tell us which one and what happened next. And if you want the next level game on how to respond to these signals and turn them into real moments, that's coming in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed, because this is just the beginning.